Hey everybody, and welcome back to C#. In this episode we're going to continue on our working with variables, and this time we're going to look at conditional statements. Before I get started, a huge thank you to everybody for subscribing and hitting that notification icon. That really helps me out. And of course, an even bigger thank you to my members and patrons. Your names will be running across the bottom of the screen at the end of the video. So let's jump right into this then. So far we have worked out how to take text input and how to input text in a line using string formatting, but now we want to actually use these variables for something else, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually introduce conditional statements, or what we know as if statements. What I want to do is I want to check if a certain color has been chosen, and if that is the case, I want to output a certain line of text on the screen, and if not, I want to output something else. So what we can do is we can say, for example, if, and we want to check fav color, so I'm just going to double click on that, copy that, and I'm going to pop in some brackets like so. And then what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to hit return, and I'm going to add some curly braces. So what's happening here is we're checking if whatever is in this brackets is true, then carry out the code that is contained within these curly braces. Seems familiar because it's very, very similar to the way that we do things in Python. So what I want to do is I want to check if fav color equals, now notice that it is two sets of equals and not one. If we use one equal symbol, we are assigning a variable or a value to whatever follows it. If we have two, we are comparing two values together. So what I want to do is I want to say if favorite color is brown with a capital B, then perform whatever is in these brackets. Now what we can do is we can actually just say something like this. I'm just going to copy this since we've already written down that code. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say if your favorite color is blah and your favorite body part is 1. So it's going to parrot that back if that is the case. Now what we can do is we can add a additional statement afterwards, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to check the code that I've got so far. I'm going to hit Control F5. We're going to just double check. I'm going to say my favorite color is brown and my favorite body part is flaggy, and now it should tell me twice. There we go, so we know that's working. Now just to double check, I'm going to change my favorite color to green. You can't have green flaggies, everyone knows that. As you can see, the if statement is now not working. It's only printing this line out once, so that's great. So now what we can do is we can check and we can actually output something different if we do not meet the conditions. So we can say else if, and then we're going to put some brackets there, just the same as that, and then we're going to hit return and we're going to enter our curly braces, and now we can copy this, or we can just Control X and we can pop that in there. Now we can quickly copy this and we can say brown. So what we could actually do is simply just stick with a standard if statement, so we're saying else, but what I want to do is I want to actually go with else if, and then we're just going to say if it is not the same as brown, sorry, let's type in the correct symbol, which is that's there. If favorite color is not brown, then we're going to say something else. We're going to just remove all of this business here like so, and then I'm just going to simply say why don't you like a brown flaggy? Like that. Right, so now if we hold down Control F5, we can just double check, see if it is. So I'm going to say brown flaggy. Your favorite color is brown and your favorite body part is flaggy. Happy days. Now if we press Control F5 again, this time I'm going to put in green with lots of ease. And I'm still going to say flaggy, and it's going to say, why don't you like a brown flaggy? So there we go. So we've got really simple conditional statements there which allow us to change the outcome basically. So we could actually theoretically we could change all of this text, and essentially what we've got here is a password system where if you haven't put brown in as your favorite color, you're only ever going to get this response. The only way you can get this response is if you put brown in, and you can utilize the same kind of logic, the same kind of code structure to actually just check whether a user has put in the correct password or not, which is something that we can investigate a little bit further down the line in a little bit more detail. Either way, it's a really simple concept. I hope you found that useful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I will see you in the next episode, but until then, you take damn good care of yourselves, guys, okay? Bye bye.